This is a tutorial video on how to program a basic PLC using 3 inputs, in this case door switch A, door switch B and door switch C, which will link to one output, which in this case is an alarm bell. The PLC we're using in this case is an IMO iSmart SMT ED R12. As you can see, it has 6 inputs, I1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and 4 outputs, which are labelled here as Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4. We've already wired a positive to each input through the conduit, and we've used little tags on each cable to help identify in the consumer unit which cable leads to where. This avoids confusion. The unit's now going to wire up the black cable, which feeds back from the inputs into the input ports on the top of the PLC. All the door switches are now connected at one end and now need to be fed into the inputs on top of the PLC, with door A going into I1, door B into I2 and door C into I3. When you're doing work like this, it's useful to have a wiring diagram. We've made a pretty basic one here. You can obviously make it more complex, but this is helpful because it shows which cable leads to which input and which output. Once all the inputs are connected, you'll need to connect up the output, bell in this case. We've already connected positive to the bottom of the PLC in the Q1 output. We'll now connect the bell to the other side of the switch to complete the circuit. This means that when the PLC is activated using the software, the alarm will sound when one of the doors is opened. The negative terminal of the bell will now be connected. This completes the circuit. That's all the wires connected. You'll now show you how to use the software to influence how the PLC reacts to different inputs.
So we're going to use the SMT client, which is available on the IMO iSmart website for free. And then to start a new program, you start by clicking on the new ladder logic program. And then the first step is to select the correct PLC, and in this case we're using the SMT ED R12. And then select OK. Then after opening the blank screen, the first step is to link the PC with the PLC, and this is done by clicking on Operation and Link COM ports. And this will then link the PLC and the computer, so whatever you write on the program will go onto the PLC. Right, first we're going to do a NAND circuit, and by this I mean when all the doors are open, the alarm bell will sound. And to start doing this, you need inputs. The inputs are found down here. Click on the create a new run, which is in 001, and then all the doors are normally closed switches. and then input 1 for the first door, and same again for the second. Normally closed input 2, and the same again for the third. Normally closed input 3. And the alarm bell is an output, and these are found down here by Q. So you click on Q, and this goes after the outputs here at the end. Select where you want it to go. Q1, which we've connected in output 1, and it's a normal output type. After the NAND circuit then is after the NAND circuit is complete, it then needs to be written to the PLC. This is done by operation and write and yes, and this writes the program that we were put here onto the PLC, and then it saves to the PLC. And if you want to see it running on the computer, you click on the button here, and this will bring up then this bar here, and then it shows us that all 3 doors are currently closed. And for our program, all 3 doors need to be open for the alarm bell to sound. So open door 1, 2, and 3. Closed. And then it's showing there, obviously. So I'll just show one door open so you can see on here that this will trigger. And then close it back. And that's a NAND circuit's complete. We're now going to do a NOR circuit, so that means when either of the doors are open, the alarm bell will sound. So the first step to go out of the program is to stop, and then it can simply delete by dragging a mouse across all of them and just deleting. Then again, we're going to use the inputs down here and clicking there, a new rung, and then it's a normally closed again, input 1. Then same again for the second one, but this time we're going underneath. And then normally closed, input 2. And then the same again for the third, normally closed, input 3. To join these together on one rung, you need the this down here. This is a vertical line, so vertical wire, which connects them together into one rung. And then these are joined by another line down here, a wire, and then you come across there, and then the outputs will go at the end here, which is again the Q down here, and you click on that, and then you press that there. Then again it's output 1, and it's a normal output. That's okay. And then because the older program was saved in the PLC, we need to rewrite this. So again, operation, write, and yes. And then after this written, again we go to run, no, and then this again shows you that the 3 doors are now closed, so when either of the doors are open, the alarm should sound. So if we open door 1, then same again for the second, and same again for the third. And that's how a simple NOR circuit works.